Hi.
Hello. We're here. We're finally doing podcasts.
It's time.
It'd be
The stars
time.
have aligned.
We'd had a whole week to ourselves. All right. We had a whole week. We did so many things.
I did actually.
Really?
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I
I
didn't.
mean, it's not video game related or TV shows or
Oh,
anything, but it's
I
I
I
did
mean
things.
I mean yeah, same. I just been working. I've been working and then falling asleep. And I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah. That's how it usually goes. How you doing?
I'm good.
That's good. I'm good as well. All right, on to the news. Because we didn't really do anything. Do you want to talk about anything?
Two things.
Okay.
Um, I started watching Stranger Things season 4, and I literally just finished episode 1, and literally just didn't disappoint. Holy shit, that's a great opening episode.
Oh, okay.
Um, and then I read. I can't wait to hear you. I renewed my PS Plus extra for a year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I didn't beat Valhalla yet, and I want to beat that.
Okay.
And there's a few other games that I'm definitely gonna play through. And I was talking, I think, to Wesley, and I was just like, it makes sense to get the year, play out the year, and see if they add new or better things, or if they just keep it the same and there's no reason to keep it for another ever again. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. I get you.
So
I mean, if you're finding value in it, I it's not really my
so so
place
so
to be like, no, fuck you.
so Valhalla is definitely valuable. I think already that's a $60 game, so that already makes up for the
And
$40 difference.
the new Assassin's Creed games are just fucking huge, so I mean, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
And then for people that are gonna be uh, Assassin's Creed sucks, which I don't disagree. Assassin's Creed isn't great, but
There's a couple hits, but yeah.
yeah. But that's you already there's people that don't like that style of gameplay, right? So
Yeah.
even if you don't like that, there's Ghost of Tsushima on there, PS5 edition, Miles
Director's cut.
Morales,
Mm-hmm.
huh?
Director's cut.
Yeah,
The
exactly. Director's Cut, Miles Morales, and there's something else. There's more good games on there. There's almost a good game per genre, like a sports game, a this, a that, right?
Mhm.
Trying to think. So, I decided to try Lawnmower Simulator. I know that sounds really dumb, but I
No.
had fun with Farming Simulator, so I was like, oh, okay, let's check out, Lawnmower Simulator. Very bad. Really didn't like it. I think I downloaded 6 games, really small games, and I was just like, let's see how these games are. All of them were bad. I played the beginning of Final Fantasy VIII,
Mhm.
and I was just like, it's so slow and has limited
Yeah.
voice acting in the beginning. So I just was really bored and
I was
decided that it wasn't worth my time right now.
about to say,
Um,
I'm pretty sure it doesn't have any voice acting.
I think it has some. It definitely had a little bit of uh, man. Now I can't even remember. I played this shit this morning, bro. Yeah, I don't remember now, but I'm pretty sure it has a little bit of voice acting.
Mhm.
But anyways, I from there was like, okay, well, I'm not going to play this, so I really wanted to play a Final Fantasy game, so I downloaded 10.2, the mixture HD version.
Yeah.
And it made me think, because I was like, oh, it's an HD version, and then I was like, me and Chunch just got done talking um about what's it called? Them remaking uh The Last of Us, and I kept talking shit about it. And I'm sitting here playing a game that I used to play on PS2, and I'm like, oh, okay, so I can see the value now in buying a game that's remade or remastered,
Mhm.
because it's like I'm sitting there and trying to understand why I wanted to play it, and realistically, the reason I wanted to play it was, um, was because the game holds value as far as like I played it and I really enjoyed it. So I guess I can get like why someone would want to get The Last of Us 1 again. Even though like it does feel really recent, even though it's probably not too recent to when the first one came out. But
20,
anyways,
2013, I believe, Last of Us came out.
Yeah, so it's really not that recent.
Well, this becomes the whole debate is 10 and 10-2 are remasters, while Last of Us Part 1 is a remake.
Right.
So the remastered section of that is that it's just updated textures, higher resolution, and just probably a little bit of quality of life things. While with Last of Us, it's just a rebuilt game, the same game, just rebuilt in the I believe in the Last of Us 2 engine, with mechanics and stuff like that changed in like essentially to be like 2. So it just became this whole thing of like, what's the difference between a remaster and a remake?
Right. Yeah. I mean, from the video we saw for the remake, visually the cutscenes didn't look better to me. But hopefully the gameplay looks better. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm not a huge fan of The Last of Us, I guess.
Yeah, you hate The Last of Us. You told me in confidence that you were like, "Yo, bro, I fucking hate Neil Druckmann and his work." When Jack and Daxter ate, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Please stop.
When Sly Cooper 19, please.
When? Oh, that's gonna be something we're gonna be talking about.
But yeah, oh man, yeah. Bring out Jack and Daxter 3 or 4. One of them.
5.
Come on, Druck baby.
Come on, Druckmans.
Come out here and Druck me up.
So I think just back to the whole Final Fantasy X and 10-2. Did you get anywhere in the games?
Oh no, I got to the end of the beginning where it literally just started and you go and chase in. I saved right there.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah. Do you like Titus?
I love Titus.
You love him?
People have always had a problem with like main characters in Final Fantasy, and I don't really understand it.
I mean, this is coming from someone that barely played any Final Fantasy games. I've only played a couple. So, dude, I was a person that liked Noctis, and people fucking hate 15.
Yeah, see, like, I don't have a problem with Noctis. I don't know. Like, everyone says not everyone. I gotta stop saying shit like that. People say, like, you know, like, this main character sucks for this reason. It's like when I used to watch Naruto when I was younger. People be like, he whines too much. And I'm like, I mean, I don't fucking care. Does it really bother you that much? You know, like, kind of like a purist type shit where people are like, you gotta watch it in Japanese. No, go fuck yourself. I don't want to read, asshole. It's not happening. And I'm also not learning Japanese.
I mean, like, just read.
No, I want to hear it in
English.
In English, bro. I like English voice actors. I like it.
Damn.
And I know people don't like it, but that's fine.
Damn, senpai, how could you be like that? I mean, yeah, I get it, but I mean that how you just phrased it made it seem really aggressive. Like, no,
I guess
fuck
it is
you.
Kind of like because I don't want to have to hear like,
don't tread on me with your
like,
subtitles.
You shouldn't listen to it that way. You're a piece of shit or whatever. You know, I mean, people aren't gonna say that, but
yeah, I was about to say because
like friends and like not just friends, but like other people that I've like talked to about it in like high school and stuff, where they were like, you can't do it this way, and I'm like, no, like, why not? It's the way I enjoy it. But yeah, what's it called? Final Fantasy X, good game. Not playing 10-2. It's never happening.
Yeah, I don't hear good things about 10-2, which is unfortunate.
Because like I've heard people say like they really enjoyed it, Um, Mostly uh women that have played it.
Because it empowers the ladies.
I don't know, man. It's just what I noticed. Like, I haven't talked to a lot of people about the fucking game,
Mm.
but like the people I did talk to is out of them, a few women were like, "Oh, it's good," and then like, trying to think of a guy that said he liked it. So I don't know.
I was about to say, do you want to make up a friend that said that liked it?
Yeah, John liked it.
Yeah, all right. Good for John. I'm glad John liked it.
No.
Yeah, because I didn't. I've seen a playthrough of 10, but I've never seen a playthrough about 10 too, and I was always curious about it, but I just never really into it. And then what I've heard afterwards is just like it's not particularly a good sequel in a sense.
I've looked up a playthrough because I didn't want to play it, and then I watched I didn't watch the entire playthrough, but I watched part of the playthrough, and I was like, "Yeah, I don't want to play this." I also don't want to watch it.
You're like it empowers women too much.
No, hey, dude, if you feel like a game empowers you, good for you. I am happy for you.
Except women, says Howler. No,
I am usually not empowered by games because I lose too much. So whatever.
Yeah, no, I get you. No,
so anyways,
I
week, the Stranger Things. Oh fuck! It's two more things I wanted to say about movies because I forgot I watched these. I watched. My brother came down, and we watched The Pianist, which is a really good fucking World War II movie.
Oh, with Adrian Brody.
Yeah, the Broadman, the Broadster.
Yeah, Broadman. Age Broad.
Age Broad.
Yeah.
Broad. Love Adrian Brody, man. And the reason I watched that movie was because I don't know where I found this. Oh, I was watching like either a TikTok or a YouTube short, and somebody had Adrian Brody talking to kids in a classroom, and one of the kids like told him to go fuck himself or something, and he was like, you got 2 rules in my class, or two? Is it 2 rules or 1 rule? I think he said that's 1 rule in my classroom, and it's like, if you don't want to be here, don't be here. And then like from there, he kicks the kid out of the class, blah blah. Couple things, right? So,
wait, is this like from a movie or is this like? Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I was like, oh man, like what is this? And then I obviously Googled it online, and it's a movie called Detachment. And I was like, whoa, Adrian Brody, cool. What did what did he do exactly in this movie? Then I watched the movie because it's free on Amazon through their new free streaming service called Freevee.
Yeah.
That thing sucks, by the way. I am paying for Amazon Prime. Give me free shit.
I mean, there's a couple good things on there, but like everything else is just like, yeah.
So Detachment's good. Mm-hmm. It feels really weird. Like there's a couple parts where like it kind of seems like they didn't know how to put the movie together, I guess, or maybe they were kind of stuck for time and they wanted to do more with the movie, but they couldn't, so they just jammed everything in. It was like, hopefully it works out. But the message of the movie itself, like overall, solid, and I would recommend watching it. Liked it a lot. But you had seen The Pianist, yes or no?
Yes, I've seen it.
Okay. The reason I wanted to watch that was basically off of watching Detachment and remembering how good of an actor Adrian Brody is. And I talked to my brother, and he was like, yeah, we can watch it or whatever. And I was just thinking, like, when I was younger, I didn't really actually understand. Like, I knew it was World War II, but you never really, like, as a kid, get, like, a full grasp of, like, what you've watched in a movie all the time.
Because you didn't know about World War II, basically?
Well, I wanted to, like... I'm trying to think. So I wanted to, like, really fully grasp the heaviness, I guess, of the movie. And what are the few things that, like... So one of the things I didn't fully grasp when I was younger was they're literally taking his family away. Well, they're actually trying to take him too when he goes into the uh going towards the train. And then one of the military police, which they were calling Jewish police, they would take Jews and they would make them policemen to watch over the other Jews. And one of them grabbed Adrian Brody and threw him behind him. Like there was a wall of Jewish policemen that were like making sure nobody ran away, basically, from the train, making sure they're getting on the train. And then he grabbed Adrian Brody, threw him behind him, and he said, "Get out of here." So I guess like fully like what I didn't understand back when I was younger was they're literally taking his family, putting them on a fucking train, and then they're going to a death camp and going to be killed.
Yeah.
And so when I said like I wanted to like understand the like grasp and heaviness of the situation, I don't think, and this can be different for everyone, but at least for me, I didn't grasp the situation of him quite literally being in the moment of losing his family. And on top of that, like things you don't really notice, you kind of like, I feel like when you're younger, you pay attention to big picture stuff and not little picture stuff, right? So like kind of like a littler picture of the big picture in that scene is the big picture is they're all going into a train, right? But the little picture or smaller picture of that is these people are literally being put into a train like cattle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's no room for them to move. There's no. Actually, cattle probably get treated better than that, but maybe not back then, right? There's no room for them to move. It's literally packed. And then they lock the fucking door. There's like things you got to think about. That's like not just about you going to possibly die. One, yes, they're locked in there. It's hot, or it's cold. Never know, like whichever like area they're gonna go through. And regardless of them possibly dying in there, you gotta shit in there, you gotta pee in there, you gotta, there's multiple things, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then how long is the ride? You're not moving, you're literally stuffed next to people, possibly dead people. Now you gotta deal with a dead body in the thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is a lot to like think about when you actually go back and watch these things. Same goes for like even like happy films though, right? Like things you didn't pay attention to when you were younger. So just saying, it's like good to go back and watch these and reassess like what they were, and all that stuff. It's good. It was a good movie though.
Yeah, I mean, if you want some other like recommendations, I could give you some recommendations for like World War
Of the
II.
Roadster?
No, I was just say like World War II based movies.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I love war movies.
You ever see?
I didn't specifically pick that because it's a war movie. It was more
Yeah.
so just like I remember
like
Adrian
Adrian
Brody
Brody,
was in a
yeah.
war movie basically, or that's
Yeah.
like probably one of his bigger roles that I
Yeah,
at least remember him from.
it's one of his best roles. To be honest, it's one of his better roles. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people I think make the comparison with that with Schindler's List.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brother told me to watch that shit too.
Schindler's List. It's pretty good. It's been a while since I've seen it, so I don't really have the whole. I mean, I have the whole basis of the plot, but I don't remember how the movie exactly ends.
Right.
But there's some other good stuff. There's like this one movie that I watched on Netflix with Oscar Isaac and Ben Kingsley.
Hey.
And it's called Operation Finale. And essentially what the premise is, Oscar Isaac has to extract Adolf Eichmann, one of the people who was behind the whole genocide of the Jews, basically the mastermind behind the plan. So they have to extract him and bring him back to Israel to face trial. So there was that whole interesting aspect about that. It's supposed to be, it's not like based in like the 1940s, but it's based like in the 80s, like 40 years afterwards. So that's also a really good movie.
That was Operation Dumbo Drop?
Yeah, Operation Dumbo Drop. What was that other one? There was another one.
What was it really called?
Operation Finale.
Okay.
Or Operation Final. Yeah, no, Operation Finale. Because that was like the whole gist of it is that like Eichmann's plan to get rid of all the Jews was called the Final Solution, and then and then they called it Operation Finale to get him extracted back to Israel. There was something else that I watched, but I completely forgot what it was. I mean, there was Dunkirk. I remember watching that.
I don't think I've seen that either.
Dunkirk. I say I had a good watch because I don't know, it was interesting because I watched The Darkest Hour with Gary Oldman playing Winston Churchill. Okay. And I watched that first, and essentially like it's Winston Churchill at like I guess his prime, kind of, you know, because he was the leader during World War II for the Ingerlands. And then they make mention of Dunkirk and like what's going on over there. And then after I finished watching that movie, I watched Dunkirk, and I was like, oh, this is a nice little, you know, thing to watch afterwards. But yeah, I mean, World War II movies, you know, are pretty good. I know some people don't like war movies in general, but I think they're alright. So, any more Adrian Brody?
No, I did look him up today. Because I do want to see some other things he did, just to see how he did in them.
Do you want to see Predators?
Oh,
he's in Predators.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What about King Kong by Peter Jackson? Or would you like?
Is he in that?
Huh?
You is he in it?
Which one, King Kong? Or Predators?
Yeah, in King Kong.
Yeah. Predators with an S.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Darjeeling Unlimited?
He was in King Kong though, is what you said, right?
Yeah, King Kong. Peter Jackson's King Kong. Yeah. Anything else you watched? Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Some technical difficulties.
Jones's fault.
Yeah, it was mostly my fault.
What do you mean mostly?
It is mostly.
What? No,
Yeah.
It's all. There's no most.
No, it's
everything
most.
is your fault.
No, it's most. All right. So we're talking about Adrian Brody. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I said, What did you do anything? Is there anything you did?
Oh, me, Chonch?
Yeah. Were you also watching Adrian Brody this week?
Yeah, for some reason I had a hankering for Adrian Brody. No. I didn't really play anything this week, to be honest. Like a couple things like here and there. I'm trying to get my platinum back in fucking Resident Evil 7, but that's just me.
Oh my god. It's so frustrating, that game.
It's not really. I mean, it's mostly the stuff that didn't unlock is like the easy shit. The only one that's gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass is not opening the inventory chest.
Oh my god.
More than 3 times. But it's not that bad.
Strategic as fuck.
Yeah. But it's not that bad because like I know some of the locations that's like where it's like specifically mandatory, because that's what the game does intentionally, is that like you have 3 specific moments where you're supposed to put your stuff in the box and then take your stuff out of the box.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
The game hates you.
The game was like,
I was just about to say, like, that's
you.
enough opening to put something in there, take it out, and then the third time's only to either take something out again or put it in, right?
Basically, yeah. Basically. Because there's a section, I don't remember if you remember Resident Evil 7 that much, but do you remember the sequence where it's called Happy Birthday? It's basically like
it's been a long time.
So basically what Happy Birthday is, it's an escape room. And before you enter the room, you got to put your shit in the box. And then once you finish that, you got to get your shit out of the box.
Do you have to do a no save run? I can't remember.
Luckily, no. Luckily, no. Yeah, one of the trophies is not that.
What about no death?
No.
Okay.
No, just
Sounding
lucky.
more doable then.
Yeah, no. Resident Evil 7's trophy listing is not that super difficult, especially if you get like a good run. I think what really helps if you beat the game in the Madhouse difficulty, you get a gun that's like pretty OP, and you get a bunch of shit like later on that's like, well, I think there's like a specific thing you got to do. I think either you got to get all the collectibles, or you got to get a relatively good run, and you start unlocking some stuff. So like you get infinite ammo, better block, and
infinite ammo would be fucking the tits.
I mean, infinite ammo is like it helps with like speed runs and shit, to be honest. Because like I'm kind of eyeing RE2 remake to like get the S ranking on the hardcore difficulty, but I'm looking at my time of just doing the hardcore difficulty just regularly, and it was like almost 9 hours. I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. Because yeah, that shit rocks you hard.
I almost bought I think RE3 remakes on sale.
Yeah, I think, I'm not sure. I mean, I would say get it. I mean, RE3 remake's weird because like I actually kind of like it, but I know some people don't really like it that much.
See, this goes back to like who cares? If you liked it, good. Fuck them.
But say it goes back to Adrian Brody.
Goes right back to Adrian Brody. World War II was a real time about these Nazi zombies, and I didn't like it at all.
I mean, with like the now remakes and like RE7, it's like they have those PS5 upgrades, so it's like I would say it's pretty worth it. The only thing that's not particularly great about RE2 remake and RE3 remake is the ray tracing mode, because what I've been seeing, I think we talked about this, is that like on Digital Foundry they showed like comparisons, and it's like those games don't have particularly good ray tracing. Like it's not implemented well, while RE7 has pretty good ray tracing, which is kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, other than that, I bought a shit ton of games on like fucking the Steam summer sale to a point. Yeah, to a point where I was like, I had to stop myself and be like, dude, you can't fucking buy this shit. Like you gotta play the other shit that you got. But I'm trying to think, what did I get of note? It's mostly shit that like.
Did you get Mirror?
I have Mirror already.
Oh, you should stream that.
I can't. I can't.
Stream it on Pornhub.
I mean, I could. But I don't wanna.
Just fucking with you, dude.
Yeah, what the fuck did I get? Yeah, I got a couple games, like, hold on.
Did you get Battle Chest? Wait,
No.
chess?
No. Okay. So I'm looking at my library right now. I got Remember Me. I got Lego City Undercover, Psychonauts 1, GTA 4.
Undercover.
Why not?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Grand Theft Auto 4, the complete collection, Dark Sector, Singularity.
Oh, okay.
Bug Fables, Monster Hunter Rise, XCOM The Bureau Declassified.
Wait, don't you have Monster Hunter Rise on Switch?
I do, but I want it on PC because it runs at 60 and more. Yeah.
60 means nothing. The game's fine.
I mean, it's a good game, but I mean, I want that fucking crazy 60 frames per second in my face. Anyways, I also got Omori, Blade Strangers, which is a fighting game with a bunch of characters from.
Wait, what the fuck is Omori?
Omori?
Yeah.
Look up Omori. It's like an RPG.
Use your words.
It's an RPG. It's an RPG almost akin to Earthbound, as some people say.
Oh, terrible. Great. Okay, next.
Gears Tactics, Lost Dimension, Wasteland Remastered, and this anime RPG game called Caligula Effect Overdose, which got a sequel like recently. So I was like, I'll get the first game because I'm curious. And I think I got more stuff, but Bionic Commando, also another one.
Really?
Yeah, Bionic Commando.
The
Yeah.
the 3D one?
The 3D one luckily came with like a remake or remaster of the first one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you a Bio Commando fan?
Bionic Commando?
Yeah, a Bio Commando.
No, I always wanted to try those games.
Okay. I mean, the 3D one I played like a while back. It's not terrible.
Yeah, and it has the lead singer of Faith No More as the actor.
Ooh,
Faith No More.
who's that?
You wanna... No, I'm thinking of fucking NSYNC. I was like, no, you've heard the song. You definitely heard the song. Hold on. If you can't have... Alright, hold on. No, that sounds more like NSYNC.
Oh, it's like, I just want to fly. Da-na-na, na-na-na. Put your arms around. Right, that one?
I don't know. Hold on.
That's not that one. That's Shaggy.
Oh, okay.
Right? Shaggy?
Hold on.
Or Sugar Ray, something?
I think it's
Is it
probably Sugar Ray. It's probably Sugar Ray.
Wait, isn't Shaggy part of Sugar Ray, though?
I don't know. Are you part of Sugar Ray? All right,
Uh-huh.
I sent you the song. Listen to the song for a little bit, and you'll be like,
I think-
yeah.
I don't think this is at all what I'm thinking it is, but we'll find it. All right.
live reaction.
What is it? Mm. I was like, you want it all, but you can't have it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
guy? That guy's in the game?
Yeah. He's
in the game, or he sings for the game?
He voices the character, and the character is based off him.
Why is it based off him?
I think it's because Capcom at the time was trying to appeal to the West, so there was a lot of games that were like remakes of old Japanese arcade games that just were coming out to the West. This was like during the time where like DMC Devil May Cry was like...
And they felt like the singer of Faith No More had the charisma to really pull in the West, huh?
Basically. I mean, hey, he voices the darkness in the video game The Darkness, and I think he's pretty good in that game.
I've never really fully went through that game. Seen a trailer of that game before. That's what I mean.
I like The Darkness. I read a little bit of the comic book. I liked it.
Okay. There's a comic book for that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's reading. I can't just have American voice acting.
No. But yeah, I forget. There's like a whole ordeal as like why they used him as like the model of Bionic Commando. It's like the same thing with a Gact in fucking Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, which he's backed. Gact is backed. But yeah, I just bought like a shit ton of games. I still got to play those.
What do you think you paid for all those games?
How much in total?
Yeah, just wondering.
Probably like 2 something.
You know, for
something?
less than that something and 100 less of that as well, you could just get PlayStation Plus Extra and get a bunch of games, much like the ones you got.
No, because then they're mostly like PS3 games, and then I gotta use the shitty streaming service. No.
It's PlayStation Extra. It comes with only PS4 and PS5 games, no PS3.
No. All right. So, yeah, I gotta play those games. They're probably gonna be stream content at a point whenever I return to streaming, because Jesus fucking Christ, I've just been working and like just falling asleep whenever I finish work.
Yo.
Because that's how life is sometimes. But you know, when I really don't feel like playing any video games, I just been watching shows and movies, so let me pull out my list of shit that I watched. So I watched a couple of movies. And I think the last thing I streamed was DNF Duel, which is the fighting game that came out recently by Arc System Works. So it's funny because I've been watching like videos of people like playing that game, and that game's broken as fuck. Like there's some shit in that game that's like mechanically broken. So they're probably gonna patch the fuck out of that game eventually, but it's crazy to see that like some people do like combo loops and shit like that. To an extent where it's just like it's one of those games where it's like if your opponent is able to get a hit off you and they're really good at the game, that's it. You're done. There's nothing you can do. But yeah, I whatever I played on it on stream was pretty fun, and I do kind of want to return to that game and just play a little bit more, because I like Ghostblade. I'm trying to think any other thing that I played. Oh, actually, I played a little bit of the demo for Live Alive, which is this RPG that's coming out for the Switch. I think in a couple days. If you don't remember what Live Alive is a JRPG that story has like different protagonists and like different timelines, and like you go through their own little story. So I think in the demo they have the near future Edo, Japan, and I forget the last one, but like the other like timeline stories is like the Old West, the present day, the far future, shit like that. Imperial China I think is another one. Yeah, I played a little bit of it. It's an interesting game because it's like it's tactile RPG fighting. It's very weird. I would say watch a video on like what it looks like, but it's neat. I'm probably gonna get Live Alive because like the story is the one that I chose was Edo, Japan, so I was like the story's pretty interesting where it's just like you're a ninja that has to do a secret mission before like the night's over, so you're like going through this like estate, and it's like you just exploring, and it's kind of interesting where it's like this could have been its own game, but it's like nah, this is only a section of the game itself. And I'm like, as I'm looking to the side of like other shit that I have played, I think that was basically it. But yeah, I like I said, I've been just watching stuff. Oh, I watched the full gameplay thing for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Day one, I'm buying that baby. I'm in. I'm in for the Britishness.
Nobody wants to hear British people talk.
Oh my god, I'm so in for the. This is funny because you were like, "Give me an English voice," and I'm like, "They're being played by English people, these anime people," and you're like, "Fuck British."
Yeah, I don't like British. I don't mind English.
Wow, you hate the British that much, bro?
So,
Step bro, you hate the British?
Step bro. First of all, I'm stuck.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck in my British, step bro.
No, get away from me. You're horrible. Hello, I'm stuck in my British. No, fucking.
MOWNADOW.
Get your fucking horrible accent out and go away.
MOWNADOW.
Oh my god, it could be so cool if like
they were all Americans saying hot dogs.
If
it would have been a better game.
Dope ass like who is the guy that like does most game shit? Or, who voiced Nathan Drake?
Oh God. I was about to say Nathan Fillion, but I'm like, no, that's not right.
I'm thinking the same thing.
No,
Chris Tucker, right?
Nolan North. Jesus Christ.
Okay. So how cool would it be if Nolan North came out and was like, MOWNADOW? You know, not like MOWNADOW. It sounds like potato or tomato, you fucking pieces of shit.
I mean, I don't know.
I fucking hate that game. It's so stupid. Ricky! That stupid ass shit.
I love Ricky.
No, fuck, and he's so dumb. Who the fuck designed these characters, dude?
Someone that loves video games.
The art
That's
looks like a 10-year-old came in and was like, I want to see like what a porcupine and a watermelon look like together. Ricky, that's great.
yeah, it was a good design.
I hate your game that you like.
Yeah, so I watched the gameplay for that. They're doing a lot of interesting stuff in that game where you have like fusion stuff happening. You're able to change your classes and stuff like that. The like the tri-arc attack thing is coming back from 1. Well, I mean it was there in 2, but it feels
that's actually a good system. I did like that when I was watching it.
Yeah, like it's but like I would say look at like what Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is doing like mechanically, because it's just like crazy interesting stuff where it's like, damn,
I will watch you play Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
And I'll be like,
play the fucking. I will complain the whole time too.
Yeah, I know you will. You'd be
Good
like,
thing I won't be able to say it to you, like voice to you, because I'm sure you'd get fucking annoyed. But I will type to you and tell you how horrible the fucking game you're playing is.
You're like, MOWNADOW.
Just think if fucking
Ricky
Alice Cooper came in and voiced Ricky, bro. Like who?
So it's funny because like there is a Nopon character that just has a fucking deep ass voice for no reason. So it's like, but I don't think he's British though. I think he's just like an American voice.
Who could?
MOWNADOW.
The only way I would watch or I would play through this fucking game is if they got Idris Elba to voice somebody. They got Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth is English, right?
He's Australian.
Whatever,
also English.
He's the same thing as them too. So
he's
get all 3 of those guys, put them in the fucking game.
But I'm gonna say Idris Elba is English as well.
That's what I just said.
Oh my god.
These are the only English voices I will accept in my game.
But you don't like MOWNADOW? What if
I don't care? Idris Elba saying MOWNADOW would be way more interesting.
I was gonna say fucking Idris Elba would be like MOWNADOW.
Yeah, but he would say it way cooler. You know what I'm saying? Like he'd be like MOWNADOW.
I mean, I'd probably pay for a voice pack.
Thank you. But for most games too, right? I would probably pay for Idris Elba to be most of my games. I wouldn't really care.
Yeah, because like, what game did that changed it with a celebrity? Oh, Gears 5. They changed Marcus Phoenix with Dave Bautista. Yeah, that exists.
Wait, they put a pack out, or he was the voice of him overall?
No, they put out a pack where you can change Marcus Phoenix to Dave Bautista, and Dave Bautista voices.
Why? Who was like, we need Dave Bautista, bro?
When did Gears 5 come out?
Recently. The past like 3 years, I think. No?
Oh, I think so. Gears 5. Because was it at the height of Bautista? 2019, yeah, that was the height of Bautista.
Is that the
I don't know. I have no idea.
Ice Cube was in Call of Duty.
Yes, he was. So was Ice-T.
Wait, was it Ice-T or Ice Cube?
I think Ice Cube was.
Both were?
Yeah.
Snoop just made it in recently. I don't know if he did something before, but he did this one.
Yeah, he did do some stuff for this one.
I don't know now a character in the new one.
In Vanguard? Or yeah,
Vanguard.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you know them. I barely knew them.
Yeah. You got Call of Duty, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. You got Modern Warfare 2.
You already missed some of them, but yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4. You got Ghosts, Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, which I think I actually got a copy of.
Gross.
No, never mind. I didn't get a copy of that one. Infinite Warfare. World at War. I completely forgot about that one.
That was like way earlier.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
You're gonna miss this one, I know it.
Cold War.
Okay.
Then Vanguard.
Huh?
And then fuck, there's another one, but I completely forget. Nope, not coming to mind. Go ahead.
Did you say Modern Warfare 3?
Yeah.
Okay. You missed World War 2, but that's it.
Holy shit, you're right.
Yeah.
And I played that on stream with Wesley.
That's a bad game.
That
That was a bad game the day it came out.
Yeah, unfortunately. I kind of like the campaign. The campaign's all right.
Yeah, the campaign's probably fine. I played half of it. But multiplayer, like day one it came out, they had like a Destiny open area to like hang out with people at.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
They had this
and
weird
it was
hub
broken,
thing.
and if you go back into it right now, it's still broken.
Yep, that's how much EA cares. Not EA, fucking Activision, excuse me.
Activision, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever that piece of shit's name is that runs the company.
Bobby Kotick?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
He's
like
back, by the way.
When isn't he back?
No, he's back.
He's back?
Mm-hmm.
Back how?
Back like they said nothing wrong happened and he's back.
That's cool. Thanks, Bobby. Appreciate the Bobby update. Yeah, fucking what were we talking about? I don't remember what we're talking about.
MOWNADOW sucks.
Oh yeah, we're talking about Xenoblade. Yeah, so if anybody's interested in what Xenoblade is looking like, I recommend just looking at that Nintendo Direct. That was basically just Xenoblade 3. Oh, and on top of that, I think the story's pretty interesting as well, but I'm not gonna get too into it because it's very anime. But that's besides the point. And then I think just as a little side thing of like what I've been reading, I haven't been keeping up with the fucking Sin War first book. I still haven't read like any more of it. I gotta get back to it. I gotta get back to that. But what I have been reading is the Boys comic series.
No.
So I am obsessed with The Boys on Amazon. So I was like, let me give the comics a shot. It's safe to say that the comics and the show is going in its like they're doing their own different thing, which is good. I feel like because there's a lot of people out there that are just putting up spoilers for the comic, but the show, like I said, is doing its own thing, and it just finished this season, and it ended on like a really interesting cliffhanger. So I'm interested to see where the show goes. But as for the comics are incredibly dark, man. Like it is really fucked up, and I can understand why like the show didn't put that many fucked up things that were in the comic. But good, it's a good read. Which kind of like thanks, man. Which kind of pushes me to read a little bit more of Garth Ennis's other works, because Garth Ennis is the one that does The Boys.
Right.
He also wrote Preacher, and I pretty much have all the Preacher books.
Okay.
I just haven't read them. So who knows? Maybe when I finish The Boys, I'll probably read Preacher.
You watched Moon Knight, didn't you?
No, I still haven't seen it.
Okay, I thought you said you did.
No, but to the things that I did watch, I did watch. I finished the Obi-Wan Kenobi show.
Okay, that I haven't seen yet.
Ooh,
You enjoyed
it? I want to leave that for last, but movies that I watched. So yeah, The Boys I watched. That's a show. Oh, did you know that Better Call Saul is coming back tonight?
No.
Yeah. So that's happening.
Shit! Now that you said that, you ever seen the movie The Strangers?
The Strangers.
Horror movie.
Oh, is it like the three people that invade the house?
Yes.
Yes.
There's a sequel.
Yeah. Yeah. Was it direct to video? I forget.
Probably. It's on Netflix until tomorrow morning. Oh, I'm watching it tonight.
Oh God. We'll have
the first movie, like, I don't care what anyone says. That movie is probably the scariest horror movie I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, because it's very nihilistic.
What does nihilistic mean?
It ends like it ends like not every other horror movie,
Okay.
in the sense that like nobody gets out safe. Spoilers, I guess. I don't know, for a fucking old ass movie, but like
Yeah,
nobody.
the movie that was out in like 2007.
Yeah, because like it's like you hope that the couple gets out at the end, but it's just like, nah, they fucking bite the dust, and these people get away scot-free.
Such a good movie though. Like the idea of like being in a like remote location where somebody could just get to you, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, so fucking I don't know. I really can't like think. I can't say enough good shit about it. I saw that movie in the theaters like 5 fucking times. Never have I ever went back to a movie theater more than once for a movie. That movie, loved it.
That's good. Now you got a favorite movie.
I really hope the second one's good. I'm sure it's gonna be trash, dude.
It's gonna be. I don't know, man. Like
Yeah.
there's that Texas Chainsaw movie that came on Netflix, and like I just
the 2022.
Yeah,
with they got cell phones and shit.
yeah, and I saw like clips of that. And I'm like, holy shit, this is bad. This is really
Have
bad.
you not watched it?
I didn't watch it. I've only seen like clips of it, and I'm like,
Yo, watch it this week. I'll watch it too. We'll talk about it.
No, I
Yes,
don't
let's do it. Come on.
Come on. I don't want to watch it.
Come on, kid, do it.
Don't make me. So yeah, fucking yeah. What did I watch? Oh, I watched a Francis Ford Coppola movie by the name The Conversation, with Gene Hackman. You have your own Adrian Brody thing going on. I have kind of a Gene Hackman thing going on where
Gene Hackman was the dude from Willy Wonka.
No, that's Gene Wilder. Gene Hackman. I'm trying to think. He's been in a lot of things, but he's one of those actors that like you don't really get to appreciate. The first time I've seen Gene Hackman, like I was like, damn, this dude is really, really fucking good. Is a movie that he's in with Willem Dafoe called Mississippi Burning.
Huh.
Yeah, that's a very, very good movie. And he's also in the Royal Tenenbaums. He's the dad character. I think he's fantastic in that movie as well. He's a very, very good actor. So I was like, oh, I've heard of this movie, The Conversation, and it's a Francis Ford Coppola movie. So I was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. So I started watching it, and I'm like, man, it is such an interesting movie. And then you get to the end, and it's just like, it's like a movie that's just ironic in a sense, because like the whole premise is, this guy, his main job is to eavesdrop on like on people for like private clientele. So the one group of well, not group, but just like this young couple that he's eavesdropping on, he realizes that the client is possibly gonna have them killed. So he like throughout the whole movie he starts to go through this whole thing of like guilt and doubt, and starts to like reconsider things. Because they basically explain this in the movie that like a past job that he did actually got other people killed. So that's why that whole guilt is coming back to him and kind of haunting him. And basically the movie just goes on as to like what's going to happen to this couple, and it's like why, is it specifically these two people, what they're like, why are they gonna get killed, and like who the client is that he's working for, like what does he do. It's just an interesting movie. I recommend it. I think I saw it on Amazon Prime. I think it's on Prime Video. But yeah, Gene Hackman is really good in that movie.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I just want to like leave like a little note for his character, because of the fact that like I thought it was just so interesting, because Gene Hackman's character is like such a private person, and it's ironic because he eavesdrops on people's personal lives and like all their private little things, and like has all these details about them. But him as a person, he doesn't like to let other people in. So it's just like this interesting thing that's going on. So yeah, good movie. And then the next thing I watched was fucking Nightmare Fuel, called Mad God. So Yeah, Mad God is a it is a fuck, what is it called? Um it's still animations? Oh Jesus. Oh, okay. Sorry. Fucking my computer was dying for a bit.
That's on Amazon.
Mad God?
Mhm.
Oh, okay, cool. Is it watchable?
Check right now.
Oh, you gotta rent it / buy it.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I gotta open Prime Video.
Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Okay, anyways. So Mad God is still animations. Is it still animation? What is it called? It's, you remember like the movie Kubo and the Two Strings? Is it still animation? Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that. It's like models. It's like models, but they're like moving them frame by frame by frame.
Mhm.
So basically that's what that movie is, and it's fucking nightmare fuel because like it's, the plot is like, it's there kind of, but I feel like the movie's existence is more of a visual spectacle because it's just like someone's fucking crazy fucking nightmares just going
Maybe that
on.
was a subscription to Shudder for it.
Yeah, Shutter. There we go. It was on Shutter. Yeah, if you're just looking for something of like just fucking crazy weird shit and like also very very good like animation techniques and stuff like that, this movie is like really really good.
What
Uh,
was it so creepy?
it's just a lot of the designs of like monsters and stuff in that. It's essentially this, your I guess your character that you're following like kind of descends into like this hellscape, and he keeps descending and descending, and you just see more like fucked up worlds and floors and shit like that. It's like I said, it's one of these things where it's very hard to explain, in the sense that like it's a visual spectacle, so it's like you have to see it for yourself to see like what I'm talking about it being just fucked up.
Yeah. It's
Um,
definitely something I want to watch, so I'll watch it at some point.
yeah, I guess if you want. And then the one movie that I was kind of meh on, and it was something that I really wanted to watch, was David Cronenberg's the movie Crimes of the Future. It has Viggo Mortensen, Kirsten Stewart, Kristen Stewart. Jesus, Kristen Stewart. I was thinking Kirsten Dunst.
Bella.
Yeah, Kristen Stewart. What is her actress's name again? She's a French actress. Léa Seydoux, I think her name is. Yeah, Léa Seydoux or Léa Seydoux. Yeah, I was kind of meh on that movie, and it's unfortunate because like I kind of had a little bit of higher expectations for it, but it was very meh for me. It still has that body horror aspect of David Cronenberg's stuff. Essentially the premise is the future is so fucked up that humans have basically like evolved in the sense that like they don't feel pain anymore, but now like anything pain related starts to feel more in the sense of pleasure. Um and you follow Viggo Mortensen. His character essentially is like he because of like the weird mutation shit that's happening in the future, he's developing like new organs and shit like that. So he's a performer, like a performance artist where his art that he does is he has his assistant basically cut out his new organs and stuff like that. It's very bizarre. Um and then like towards the middle of the movie kind of picks up because there's a thing that happens at the beginning of it. Um but I think just overall the ending was kind of just meh It was just meh. It was very meh.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're looking for other good David Cronenberg stuff, I still recommend obviously Scanners and the 1980s The Fly. Yeah.
Flying out, yo.
Yeah. The Fly with Jeff Goldblum.
Yo,
Yo yo.
the
Yo.
the guy with glasses and dinosaurs around him. Hey, yo.
Yeah. Did you watch Jurassic World Dominion?
Nope.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, I don't really care for that, to be honest. But yeah, so those were movies that I watched. Some were meh, some were pretty alright. And then I guess the final thing that I'm gonna leave off on is yeah, the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. I finished it. I think last week I talked about watching like the first episode. I finished it. I'm very mixed about it. I'm very mixed because like I like Obi-Wan as a character. I think he was one of the highlights of the prequels. But I don't know, like obviously the show is like playing off a lot of like nostalgia factor, especially if, you know, you're one of those people that had love for the prequels. But I don't know, like I feel like the writing was a little sloppy with a lot of characters. Specifically one of the Inquisitor characters, Reva. I feel like the writing was like really sloppy with her. Same thing with Baby Leia. That's also another thing that happens. You got Baby Leia, who's like smart but also fucking dumb as well. And I'm like, and I think about it, I'm like, yeah, she's a kid. It's like I guess you got to make her dumb. But I'm like, at the same time, like, but they wrote her smart, so I'm like, why is she doing stupid shit? It's like, yeah, things just happen for the sake of the story. But I think overall, my time with the show, I think I have to give it like maybe a 6.5. You know, it's all right. It's all right. It feels like it.
5 was these out of 10?
Yeah, out of 10. 6.5 out of 10. Um, yeah, like I said, it's one of those shows that, like, if you have love for the prequel movies, then you'll probably like it. But yeah, just as someone that was like going through the show and like seeing a lot of like the weird writing inconsistencies in it, it's just like, and I think having it being 6 episodes probably didn't help it as well. And it's weird because it's like it's 6 episodes, but it feels relatively rushed in a way.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, what was the highlight? Yeah, I just like Ewan McGregor. I mean, I like him as an actor. Speaking of actor,
yeah, buddy.
Yeah, speaking of actors, I like. Which seeing him actually like made me remember. I was like, oh yeah, I'm watching Fargo season 3. He's in Fargo season 3, so I gotta continue watching that whenever I get back to that.
Yo, go far.
Fargo. Yeah, so Obi-Wan Kenobi show exists. They're setting up for like another season, I guess. I don't know. Possibly. I don't know if I'm even gonna watch the Boba Fett show. Because I hear that show doesn't end that well. So, but maybe I'll just check out, you know, Moon Knight eventually. Oh yeah, and the Thor movie's out. Yeah, forgot that's out. So that's happening. So yeah, that's basically what I did within a week. Not that many games I played in my personal time. Oh, I beat Dragon's Dogma. Wait, did I mention this last week? I think I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I beat Dragon's Dogma. I guess. I tried doing the DLC stuff. So, I guess I just want to mention this. So the Bitter Black Isle is the expansion stuff that happens with Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. And it's basically like a harder dungeon area. And yeah, that shit kicks your ass. And it got to a point where I was just like, I don't know if I feel like grinding this out. So I'm putting Dragon's Dogma off to the side whenever I feel like going back and going to do that Bitter Black Isle stuff, but that's just me. And yeah, what else happened? What else? No, that's basically it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So do you want to take a break or do you want to get through the news? Okay. All right, so let's get through the news so we can all go home, I guess. I mean, we're technically home. Yeah, we're already home. So a bunch of shit has happened. Obviously, we didn't do the podcast last week. So new stuff has arisen. But we're going to talk about the stuff that I did put down. So one of the first things I want to talk about is you ever play Into the Breach?
No.
It's a turn-based strategy game that's actually pretty neat. Basically, you play as mechs fighting off like giant bugoids and stuff like that, trying to protect like little sections of like cities and stuff. It's a very neat concept. I hear the game's actually pretty good. It's so good that it's coming to iOS and Android through Netflix. So this is part of Netflix's initiative to like make more games or like have games on its whole thing. It's very weird. But then I forget what is it. They did mention something about the Switch version.
Probably not delayed, but like they're probably holding back then since it's gone Netflix.
Yeah. Oh, I guess nothing for the Switch version. Never mind. But yeah, just the Android and iOS version of Into the Breach is coming out for Netflix exclusivity.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess Netflix has to make money somehow.
I mean, I played some of the games they put on there before.
And
they're phone games.
Okay. Anyways, moving on to stuff that's not phone games. EA is hiring for their next Battlefield game for their single player campaign.
Yeah.
So that's happening. It's funny because like I remember 2042 being this whole thing that I was like kind of excited for. I was like, maybe this might get me back into Battlefield, and then that was a fucking train wreck.
Yeah.
And it's also funny because like in this article from Video Games Chronicle, they talk to like one of the heads of 2042, basically asking them if like you're going to abandon the game, and they're like, no, we're still working on it. And I'm like, this game's gonna fucking die within a couple months, and yeah, it feels like that's what's gonna happen. But
man, that shit's been dead.
It's I think
that's like what like for a year they were talking about fixing the scoreboard, and then a year later they didn't fix the scoreboard.
Yes, that was a whole different case where it was just like little tiny things that should be there in a first-person shooter game was not there. And it got to the point of it being so bad that people went back to like Battlefield 1 or Battlefield 4, I think, on like
Battlefield
PC and
1
shit.
Was actually good.
No, I played a good amount of that game. I really enjoyed playing that game.
Yeah. It
was
a good game.
Yeah. This is also the weird thing as well, because like wasn't Battlefield 5 also not that great either?
No, it wasn't Battlefield 5. It was called Battlefield V.
Stop it.
No, it really was.
No.
You fucking kidding? Do you not remember that fucking video?
No, I don't.
They came out and they were like, it's Battlefield V for victory, not 5.
Shut up.
The fucking company. Like somebody who worked on the fucking title or wrote the title or whatever.
Is it fucking called Battlefield V? It's not called 5? Yep. Why would they do that?
Because they're horrible. Because they're fucking horrible.
No, stop. Yeah,
there's a whole thing about.
You're right.
Yeah, there's a whole thing about like when that came out. There was a huge. I don't know if there was backlash or whatever the fuck you would call it, but there was a really big like debate for a bit about them having feminine characters in the whole like things. They were like, it's World War II. They were dresses or whatever, healing people.
There
And
were
it's like,
dresses healing people.
yeah, it's a fucking game, dude. Like, who fucking cares?
No,
It's a game.
because it's not historically accurate in
It's not
my.
historically accurate. It's not supposed to be. It's a video game.
No, it has to be historically accurate.
What's a fucking historically accurate game we've played? Almost every, I don't think there's many video games out there that are like,
Not even
this is based off of real World War II.
Not even Assassin's Creed, bro. And those
No,
are fucking history games.
I got you. Here you go. Medal of Honor is probably the closest thing you'll get to them trying to do something historically accurate. Do you not remember playing the? You probably didn't play them, or maybe you didn't. But the old World War II games.
No, I don't think I did play the old original Medal of Honor games.
I'm not saying like every little detail is perfect. I'm just saying like that's probably those older games are probably the most like closest to being like the History Channel version of something.
No, I'll do you one better. Sniper Elite 2. You get to shoot Hitler in the balls, and that's how he died. There you go. All right, moving on.
That's not how he died. Anyways.
But yeah, back to Battlefield. Yeah, it's just weird to think that, like, I don't know, like, I'm kind of glad that Call of Duty is going in a route where it's just like they're taking a while to like get into their new game. I mean, I don't know. Modern Warfare 2 feels like it's coming out relatively soon, right? This year, right?
Yeah, it's this year. I pre-ordered a kit.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know you did.
It's historically accurate, by the way.
Yeah, all Modern Wars. But here's hoping that they actually. But here, like I'm saying, is that like here's hoping that they actually take the time with Call of Duty and not do like yearly releases.
Yeah, they already said they're going to be doing them every 2 years.
Okay, so it's like, yeah, so I feel like that's the same thing with Battlefield. I feel like Battlefield just needs a break at a point and just like focus on a single thing.
I don't know if that's true. Battlefield has breaks. It's not every year they come out.
Yeah, but like fucking V, fucking I can't believe it's called V, and then into 2042. Both those MOWNADOW. But those two games are like this 2042 came out right after V, and still then V was not considered to be a good game, and 2042 ended up just being a mess. So having a new game come out eventually.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, that's how you know about Battlefield. You don't even remember that it was called 2042.
Yeah, I didn't play that game. I didn't play V either though, because that game looked like trash.
Yeah, and I think it was free for PSN. But I mean, yeah, it was free for PSN for a bit.
Oh, I missed
it. Yeah, you did. But yeah, I mean, this article is just talking about hiring for their single player campaign. I don't know how the single player campaigns are in Battlefield. I played a little bit of ones, and ones was actually kind of interesting. You know, that opening sequence where, you know, you're shooting and you get killed, and then the camera moves into like a different character and like shit like that. There's interesting stuff that happens in that whole beginning part of Battlefield 1. But I don't know. Good luck to that company. Good luck to that studio, I guess.
Yeah.
But you know who had all the best of the luck? Games Done Quick, GDQ. They raised 3.1 million for Doctors Without Borders.
Nice.
So yeah, and like a lot of this stuff,
that's a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean that's amazing. You know, you got other stuff that they were speedrunning, just like really neat stuff. Obviously, exploits that a lot of people were putting down for specific games. So there was like 2 runs of like Elden Ring. There was a Halo Infinite speed run that was happening. Just really cool things. I always liked GDQ, you know, how they like just do most of their speed runs and shit like that. But really amazing at the fact that they made that much money for a charity like that. But speaking about amazing and charities, I don't know, that didn't really go together. But Amazon, speaking of Amazon, has its cast for the Fallout TV series.
Oh shit! Didn't even
Yeah.
know they were making this.
Get hyped, bro. Get hyped. You got.
Are you hyped?
I'm so hyped because they got Kyle MacLachlan.
Is that Sarah McLachlan's brother?
No, bro. Shut the fuck up. You know about Dune? You know about the old Dune?
No.
Shut up. You know about the old Dune.
I mean, I do, but
Exactly.
no.
He was Paul. He was original Paul in the old Dune. Bro. He's also Agent Cooper from Twin Peaks, bro. Get fucking hyped. Anyways. So yeah, they basically announced the cast for the show.
Yeah.
No wait, hold on. Walter Goggins is also in here. Do you know Walter Goggins?
No.
You remember Django?
Yeah.
You remember when that guy got shot in the balls
Sure.
at the end of the Django? And he was like, "Django, you son of a bitch." Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember the guy's face, but yes.
Wow. All right. Never
I remember
mind.
those balls.
Yeah, you remember them balls.
Yeah.
But yeah, they basically announced
What's
the cast.
Nut allergy?
What?
What?
Okay. They announced the cast. And yeah, I mean, I like the Fallout games, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, they could do something interesting, obviously.
It could be good. It could be bad. It just, as far as the Fallout games go, I was never interested in the story. I don't know if the story was good, really. I shot a lot of things.
So much hate.
Huh?
So much hate.
Do you remember the stories?
Yeah.
Okay, were they good?
Fallout 3, I kind of liked it. I know a lot of people didn't like it. And then Fallout 4 was like kind of meh. But those were the only two Fallouts that I played. New Vegas starts out. Huh?
No, go ahead.
Okay, New Vegas starts out pretty strong, but I haven't beat New Vegas. All right, go ahead.
Okay, that one actually I did follow more so than other ones, and then there was a bug, and then it deleted my thing, and I stopped playing.
Yeah, that sounds about right for a Bethesda game.
What's that? The MMO Fallout 76?
Yes, Wesley played a shit ton of that.
Yeah, it's on PS Extra in case you want to get PS Extra and play Fallout 76. Part of the PS Extra package for PS4.
Sorry, bro. Even though you're not on camera, you're shining so bright with that shilling.
Speaking of Sony,
my eyes, so bright.
I hope your internet goes out again.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, there is a lot of shit coming out for like video game based shows. You know, you got the Last of Us show coming out. They already had the announcement of the Horizon show that's gonna happen. And then Fallout, and I think also the God of War thing that's happening, movies for video games. I don't know. It's gonna be a weird time for video games media. So who knows? I mean, I'll probably still have Amazon Prime, so fuck it. It'll be on my Prime shit that I'll just watch.
I don't think I'll ever not have Amazon Prime unless they go out of business.
Yeah, that is true. But you know what hasn't gone out of business?
Speaking of Sony
and shit that hasn't gone out of business, fucking PS3 era peripherals. There's a possible chance that PS3 peripherals come to PS5.
Yeah.
Basically what this article from Video Games Chronicle, shout out to Video Games Chronicle, Game Rant found some shit of basically a diagram showing how PS3 peripherals can connect to the PS5. So there might be a chance where, due to, you know, past games coming back to like this whole new Sony shit that they're doing, what you like so much, this might be a possible chance to have these peripherals to come back so they can integrate more games. This is a possible chance.
That makes sense though.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm thinking about it. I'm like, who wants to use a DualShock 3 on a PS5?
Me? So I don't have to use my DualShock 5 or whatever?
Okay. I mean,
controllers are expensive, man. If you have to wear out another controller to play that, I'd rather do that.
No, I want to spend all of my monies on dual senses. Anyways,
No,
you know what I've actually been thinking of? Getting the Sony faceplates for the PS5.
okay, nerd.
I kind of want a midnight black.
Now who's shilling? The shill master has arrived.
I want to get midnight black. I want to get galaxy purple. I want to have all the colors because
or you can
Sony
just get PS Extra and have so many more games.
I can't hear you over me thinking about those faceplates. Oh man. Oh jeez. All right, moving on. So yeah, possible chance that PS3 stuff might come back, which is
that's
crazy.
Pretty cool, though. I do think that's cool.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty all right. That's pretty cool, I guess.
What? It's so cool.
Okay, you know what? Okay, since that's cool, you know what is not fucking cool?
PlayStation Extra so cool. What's up?
All right, what's not cool is the Amico television is fucking dead. So I remember this thing was announced like a long time ago.
Yeah.
And essentially I think it had a Kickstarter as well and all this other thing. Apparently it just went dead. Like Intellivision has submitted a relicensing for its patent and yeah, it hasn't refunded any people.
Wow.
It's fucking bizarre. Nobody knows what's going on. I don't know if there's been any update to it, but the weirder part of it is that they sent out games for this thing to backers. So the backers have like 8 games, but no fucking system. So it's just like, and it's been delayed. This thing has been delayed like 3 times. So yeah, it's just dead and gone. Actually, let me look at this fucking video for this fucking thing.
So weird.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I said, this thing.
I would assume they probably didn't have the money to actually make the system.
But they have they have actual proof of this thing working.
Right. But I would assume they didn't have enough money to make the amount they had to make, send them all out. You know what I'm saying?
I guess. But still. I don't know.
It's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really trust, putting your money into something that might never be made. Because backing that is always a gamble.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Kickstarter horror stories that a lot of people talk about like
right.
a lot of people being swindled, and I mean, hopefully that's not the case for this, but it's looking very, very sus, very sussy woo.
Sus.
But you know what else is sus, bro?
NFTs.
We talked about NFTs on this fucking podcast, but you know what is more sus than NFTs?
Yeah, I do.
NFT game console, bro.
Great.
What you know about NFT game console on the blockchain? Nothing.
So, real question for you, real quick.
Okay.
Do you think NFTs are not going to have a place in like 5-10 years?
I don't know, to be honest, and I don't want to know.
I honestly think you're going to see them around. I don't think they're just going to leave.
I mean, cryptocurrency has gone down in a bit. That's why like you see more graphics cards out and about, like back to MSRP, not to like fucking exorbitant prices that they were at the beginning of like fucking COVID. But there's always a chance that shit goes right back up and we're back to the same situation of just like NFT bros being like, yo, I spent $3.5 trillion on this Bored Ape that looks like Will Ferrell,
like Seth Green's mom.
And oh god, did we talk about that?
Yes.
Oh god, fucking Seth Green and his stupid fucking Bored Ape bullshit. Just for a show, just for a fucking show.
I mean, he definitely has the money to put it out there. So
he has the money, but it's just like it was like, is it gonna be worth it at the end if this show just is all right?
Yeah, because he'll still make money off of it.
I don't know. Will he get the
Of
will he get
course.
will he get the money back for paying for the thing and then having the thing sold
I mean,
off and then paying
is
the
it all
guy
fronted?
and paying the guy who bought it from the other guy?
Yeah, he only paid the guy $300,000.
Oh my god! Fucking stop! Stab!
That's literally like nothing.
Stab! I mean, like Seth Green is not like rolling around in money.
Yes, he is.
Don't lie. Okay, probably. Yeah, you're right.
Literally, look up Seth Green's like
net worth.
whatever portfolio.
I don't want to look up his net worth. I don't want to see how much he made in fucking Austin Powers.
He also did Robot Chicken.
Yes, Robot Chicken, Family Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does a gross amount of stuff. The dude literally has like solo project after solo project.
No, I refuse. Stop it, Seth Green. Anyways, back to NFTs.
Seth Green owns the world.
Sure. Back to NFTs. So this company called Polium
Gross.
alleges that they will release a console with NFT technology in 2024. Basically, they talked about this thing being this is a quote for them, the world's first multi-chain gaming console, and it will run games on different blockchains, and talking about how this thing will run games at 8K with HDR at 120 frames per second with ray tracing.
And they promise that you'll never lose your Bored Ape ever.
Never, because you know why? They're gonna have fingerprint technology on the controller. That's what they actually.
Your Bored Ape won't be bored, bro.
Then your Bored Ape will be satisfied ape.
He'll be aping.
He'll be aping in some other guy's wallet. What? Yeah, so they basically make this thing. They're talking big talk for this thing that they don't have proof of concept yet.
Yeah.
But what's
Is this the thing? Yeah, I think this is the console that they were saying that the little symbol they made for their NFT controller and everything. First of all, the symbol looks like a GameCube symbol, so like Yamier was like saying they ripped it off or whatever, which like who knows, who cares?
And
but
they changed it.
Oh, when they changed it?
I guess a couple days ago, because obviously after that, that was actually going to be one of the things that was going to be mentioned, was that like their original logo, their original company logo was just a straight off rip from the fucking GameCube logo, which was hilarious. And luckily they did change it, but still, it's one of those things where it's like, you talk about people stealing NFTs, check out these motherfuckers stealing a logo.
They also stole the game console design picture that they used and the controller.
Yep, because that thing looks almost like a PS4 controller, just photoshopped.
It's there's an actual like the console and shit is like something someone else I think they said an Asian company was making.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, it's they're talking big talk. Who knows? It might be the next Soulja Boy console, and they could prove us wrong. Be like, look, we released this game that plays Mario and Sonic in 8K and 120 frames per second with ray tracing with HDR.
Yeah.
So get hyped about that shit, I guess. Get hyped about NFTs, bro.
NFT bro.
NFT bro. But I think one of the little things not to get hyped about is Unity software, correct?
Yeah.
So unfortunately, this happened on the 29th of June. They had to let go they had to let go a lot of people, more than 200 jobs. So that's unfortunate. A lot of people say that it might be because of the fact that Unity was kind of in the game with the whole metaverse shit that was happening, and due to crypto kind of like bombing a bit, they did lose a little bit of stock. So could be a chance of that being the reason for those people losing their jobs. Um, yeah, and then like also a little tidbit, Niantic, the people that made Pokemon Go, also had to let go of people. So there's a lot of letting go in a lot of companies this year, which is unfortunate. And speaking about more downers, a little interview or a little thing was asked to Sucker Punch. Yeah, if they're ever gonna revisit Sly Cooper or Infamous, and they're like, nah, we're just gonna keep doing some more Ghost of Tsushima.
Wait, just to keep hope out there. They didn't say no, never.
They're shelving it. Yes, you're right. They technically didn't say no, but they're not really focusing on those. They're focusing on other shit that they can do. So, yeah. I don't know. It's okay. I'm still playing through Infamous 2 on my PS3. Yeah, but it's unfortunate. Sly is kind of dead. Ratchet still going strong. Jack and Daxter also dead. While Ratchet is still strong.
You'll see Sly come back before you see Jack and Dexter come back.
I mean, there were cameos in Ratchet and Clank.
No, yeah. What I'm saying though is like for a full game, you'll definitely see Sly come back before you see Ratchet or Jesus Christ, before you see Jack and Dexter come back.
Yeah, I mean, hey man, I'm all in for a remake of fucking Jack and Daxter. Fucking Naughty Dog decided not to do that. They just decided, Last of Us, because people like Joel and Ellie Last of Us, and I'm like, no, give me fucking Jack and Daxter. Make it good.
This was cool.
Fucking stop. Anyways.
You're literally gonna buy the new Last of Us. Go eat.
I will buy it when
egg.
I will buy it when it's fucking $30. I won't buy it fucking full $70. Fuck that shit. Anyways. So what was it? So there was a couple things that happened this week. Well, I think one of the biggest ones was for those that don't know, so Shinzo Abe was the former prime minister of Japan, and unfortunately, well, I don't know Abe's political views. I don't really know where to align myself, but still, it is a thing that happened in these current events where it is something that is just crazy to think about. Is he was assassinated during a speech, and the reason why this relates to us talking about this is because there was a lot of misinformation coming out saying that Hideo Kojima was the one that assassinated him.
From what I understand, the reason that somebody mistook him as that is somebody put it on like Reddit or 4chan as a joke.
Yes, someone put it on Reddit or 4chan, and I believe a politician from France read it as fact.
Yeah.
And then a news outlet, I think in Greece, talked about it being fact as well. So, this was a couple days after that happened. Hideo Kojima and Kojima Productions made a statement saying that they will follow legal action.
Yeah.
So I don't blame that, because it's like, fucking Christ, man.
Could ruin your brand, for real.
Yeah, and it's just like, do a simple Google search before you start pointing fingers and shit. Cause holy fuck, dude, it's like it's a fucking politician that's pointing this shit out.
So if they got the information from like CNN or something from like America, then yeah, whatever. But like reading straight out of Reddit and then saying that this shit's real, like I would never read Reddit for information.
It's like, whoa.
I would never read 4chan for information, you know?
It's like, where the fuck did you get your information from? Did like someone just pop in and be like, yo, check out Reddit? It's like, what?
I'm sure like on both sites there's like probably credible people that like give you good information. But like, again, if you're a news reporter, you're probably gonna want to like double check everything.
Yeah, but it's like, where the fuck did he get his information? That's what all I'm wondering. And yeah, I guess also with the news outlet from Greece being like, yep, it's this guy. it's Hideo Kojima. Everybody's like, what? Like, what? What the fuck is happening?
I don't get that. Like,
Yeah.
again, like you'd have to recheck your information.
Yeah.
Ooh, sorry.
Yeah. Big yawn. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else has happened. But yeah, good for Kojima to take legal action because, like, yeah, that fucks everything up. But I guess besides that little news thing, I know you sent fucking was it you or was it I think it was you sent out the trailer for Clerks 3.
Hell yeah, dude.
Holy shit. It's been a while since I've seen Clerks and Clerks 2.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, it feels more like it feels more of a vehicle for Kevin Smith because it feels like Randall's character is just Kevin Smith. Because I think Kevin Smith had a scare with a heart attack as well.
Yeah.
So yeah. So it's just like Kevin Smith the movie.
I can't remember what he came out and said it about. Oh, I don't think Clerks. I think he said, what's it called? Reboot. The reboot one, the one with the movie.
Oh, Jay and Silent Bob
reboot.
Reboot, yeah.
He had said when he made that movie, he was making it for them. Like, he's like, this is us. Like, we want this. We know people don't want it, but we want it, so we're making it.
People who really like Clerks or Kevin Smith's
No, he's talking
group?
about. He was talking about Reboot.
But like I'm saying, is that like it was a movie made because he wanted to do it?
Yeah, he said he made the reboot because he wanted to do it.
Okay, I got you. I mean, I like Jay and Silent Bob. I guess
I love Jay and Silent Bob. I also think Clerks were good movies. Mallrats was great. Anything Kevin Smith kind of like makes or writes, I guess, is pretty fucking great. The difference of opinion. You might not like it. I do.
I mean, I like I like some of the stuff. There's some writing things that he has that I'm not really a big fan of. Chasing Amy wasn't my favorite movie.
I see. Yeah, I like that.
Jesus. What is it? Dogma? Yeah, Dogma. Yep. Dogma I actually kind of enjoyed because it was just like this weird, goofy movie. And I mean, I fucking loved Clerks 2. I think Clerks 2 was fucking great. But yeah, I don't know. Like, Kevin Smith is a weird one for me. I'm trying to think because like yeah, he made Cop Out. I forgot about that. And then he did a couple movies afterwards, which I heard were not that particularly great. Tusk with Justin Long.
Tusk was really good.
I haven't seen it, but I've only seen the reviews. But you know, I could have probably a different opinion about it. And then Yoga Hosers, I think, was the other one.
Oh yeah, that was like first. I mean, I never watched it, but I would assume because it has his daughter and stuff in it, that was probably more for his daughter than anything.
Yeah, it's his daughter, and I think Johnny Depp's daughter. Forget, it was like someone else's daughter.
Yeah, it might have been Johnny Depp's daughter actually.
Yeah. Yoga Hosers. Oh shit. Yep, Johnny Depp's daughter. I don't know. Kevin Smith movies are like, I guess hit and misses for me. I mean, I like Jason Lee. No, yes, Jason Lee, right?
Yep.
Yeah. No, I like Jason Lee. I think Jason Lee doesn't get enough credit, to be honest.
Yeah, 100%. That guy's great.
Yeah. So besides Clerks having an announcement, we finally got the date for God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Finally. What is it? November 14th?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is it November or is it September?
November.
Hold on. Let me just reconfirm. Yeah, November 9th. Excuse me. November 9th this year. Crazy. I didn't watch the little teaser thing, but all I saw was the big wolf. Is that Fenrir? I don't know. Norse
Probably.
shit. Anyways, so yeah, finally that game's coming out. Get hyped, everybody. I guess. Get hyped. You like Kratos?
No.
Okay. I actually kind of want to go back and play through the first game again. But yeah. All right, that's basically it for the news. Nothing else really happened. You know, like I said,
You just got newsed. You just got filled in.
I think that's trade. I think that's trade marketed to a certain Mr. DeFranco.
Doubt.
Yeah. What's up, you beautiful bitches? It's me, Chonch. Welcome
does
back.
he say filled in?
Yeah.
What?
You've just been filled in.
Fuck, that's such a great line for him. Holy shit.
Yep.
Damn.
You just been
Filled.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's basically that's the note. That's where we're gonna leave it on. All right. That's it for podcast.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.